What's going on, everybody? This your main man, Casey Phil, King Self Alive, giving you my thoughts on everything concerning WWE right now. That's Raw, NXT, the fallout of Basher Berlin, the fallout of No Mercy. And also, I am not going to talk about that Oydessey Jones stuff. I know this is a hot topic to talk about. I'll talk about it when we get more information because everybody already jumped to conclusions and all that stuff. I'm not saying nothing until we get more evidence. I know he got released and all that stuff. I want more evidence. Until we get more evidence, then I may say something on it. But as right now, don't ask me to talk about it because I ain't saying nothing on it. This right here, Monday Night Raw, man, I don't know, man. Best thing on Raw was probably CM Punk get beat down by Drew over that retarded bracelet. But yeah, outside of that, man, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It's like the man be so focused on trying his best to destroy AEW or whatever, and he ain't focusing on getting people to give a crap about what we getting ready to go to. We on our way to Basher Berlin. Bad Blood. Bad Blood is what's next on the agenda. That's what we should be focusing in on. This Raw just felt like, I don't know. Just, and then you see these two beautiful sisters right here. What did he decide to do? He decided to have a doggone triple threat to determine who was going to be the number one contender. Now, really didn't make no sense for Bianca to be in the matchup because they are the tag team champs. But they was in it. Bianca was in it. I don't know what Jade was supposed to be there for. I guess she was there for support. I don't know. But the whole situation about what transpired, unnecessary. Listen, we destroy AEW for the unnecessary spots they do, and it's the criticism is deserved. Well, we're going to criticize the E for an unnecessary spot that shouldn't have happened. You got Kairi Sane trying to jump off the turnbuckles. And I don't know what Issa Dawn was doing. I don't know what she called herself doing. She pulled Bianca a little bit further up. So Bianca, she called her, but she wasn't able to get all the stuff that she was supposed to take. And because of that situation, Kairi Sane hit her side of her face, where her eye is, on the side of the blade of the table, which cut her instantly open. So it was a picture that went viral of Kairi Sane's eye, and it looked like a hot mess. It looked terrible. And I was like, man. So then she posted a picture and she says that she's okay. I'm waiting on more information on that whole situation. But unnecessary spots. Cats gotta know what they supposed to do. Jade, I don't know what she was doing. Issa Dawn, I don't know what she was doing. It's like everybody was at fault. The spot didn't need to happen. Kairi Sane didn't need to do that spot. And the girls, if you're going to do the spot, protect the mess out of your opponent, please. Please protect the mess out of your opponent. Bianca tried, but Issa Dawn and Jade, I don't know what they was doing. I genuinely don't. So if you're going to blame anybody, don't blame Bianca, because Bianca was trying her best. I saw what Bianca did. I watched it over and over and over again. She tried to protect her. She tried. But Kairi Sane went flying head first into the side of the table and bleeding all over. And then Jade, not really peeping that the girl is injured, she punched her right in the face. I said, come on now. Come on, y'all. Listen, y'all professionals. Y'all got to know better. Y'all got to know better. Unnecessary spot. Unnecessary. Then we heard word that Bronson Reed had COVID, so he couldn't be on the show. So Braun Strowman got the spot, and it was a triple threat to determine who was going to be the latest addition to the Fatal 4-Way to determine who's going to face Braun Breaker for the IC Championship later on. I don't know when, but coming soon. But, the most important thing on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to tell you, was the beatdown from Drew McIntyre on CM Punk, destroying that stupid man bracelet. That bracelet, man, I'm glad that bracelet got destroyed, because I'm getting tired of that thing. That bracelet just don't make no sense. And CM Punk came out there trying to cut a promo. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be 100% with you. CM Punk's promos as of late, man, I don't know. I listen to what he has to say, and it's like he's trying to get the raw from the crowd and all this stuff, and I don't know. I genuinely don't know. ladies and gentlemen. Real talk. I genuinely don't know. I'm listening to it, and it just don't I'm not getting that old feel that I used to get when Phil Brooks would cut them heart-filled, in-your-face shoot promos that he used to do. I don't know. And I'm not even talking about when he came over to AEW. I'm talking about way back. I'm talking about ruthless aggression era CM Punk. That's what I'm talking about. And this cat that we got right now, who's on his last leg trying to do whatever he can to make somebody give a crap, best thing he's doing is helping Drew. I give him that, because Drew, this may be probably the best Drew has looked out the entire feud. Out of the entire feud, this is the best Drew McIntyre has looked, period. Drew has looked like a joke ever since he lost that championship. But right there, that beatdown, that was the best thing on Monday Night Raw. Hands down. We had a bunch of rematches. They still did Zelina Vega bogus. Somebody had a sign about her father, because he was tragically killed in 9/11. And she still lost. She lost to Shayna Baszler. I was like, what is the point? Like, what is the point? Rhea came out there talking about since she pinned the champ, she deserves a shot and all this crazy crap. And I'm sitting up and said that was a terrible decision. You had Dom right there. It would have made more sense why Dom came out to respond, because they got jumped and his eye was messed up. As you can see, he had a black eye. So somebody messed up. But it is what it is on that situation. So later in the day, they would have a non-title match of Damian Priest and Mr. Yeet Man versus Finn Balor and JD McDonuts. When you got Carlito, and if Dom was up for it, just do Dom and Carlito and call it a day. But no, they said, let's put Dom in the doggone triple threat. And that fool ran off. He wasn't even able to be in it because he got chased off by Damian Priest. So he was done. So that match turned into a doggone singles match between Dragunov and Rey Mysterio Jr. I'm just going to call him, that's Rey Mysterio Jr. right there. You know what I'm talking about. Kalisto, whatever his name is. Rey Mysterio Jr. Whatever. And Dragunov is in. So Dragunov is getting up in there. But yeah, and then we got, once again, America Alpha. America Made, whatever they're going by. Man, Chad Gable, man, listen, just as much as I'm tripping about how Shawn Michaels has been booking Chase U, I'm tripping at how Triple H has been booking Chad Gable. Chad Gable has looked like one of the biggest jokes in this company, period. I've seen Just Alex claim that Chad Gable is the MVP of WWE. No, he's a joke, man. He is a complete joke. This fool been losing 24/7. They're going to lose again. I don't give a dang about the mixed tag team or the 4-on-4 matchup that they're going to have. I don't give a crap. I genuinely don't care. Because it's going absolutely nowhere. And also, I heard word from Miss Joe. She basically said that she's happy for Bo Dallas and them, because he's doing what he know his brother would be proud of him doing. But she said she can't help but feel a certain way because Bray ain't here no more. And I said that from the jump. I told y'all I feel the same exact way as she does. She said that it brings bad memories because her guy's not here anymore. And I'm like, I feel the same way she does. She said it. I'm like, that's what I've been saying. I'm like, Bray needs to be a part of this, but he's not here anymore. So it's like and she's like, I'm not trying to take away because this is what he wants to do. And he said, she said that she's cool with it. She's saying that she's not telling them not to do it. She just said it just needs Bray, because every time you hear that doggone music, you can't help but think about it. And I said it. I say, with him being gone, how the clown is supposed to get this thing over? And I'm already over it. And I'm not even talking about it in a good way. And you beefing with some clowns as afterthoughts. Like I said, America Made, Ivy Now and the Creed, bro. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Genuinely, what the clown is we doing, man? So, but yeah, this whole situation, like I said, it's so much going on with the E right now concerning us. It don't make no sense. Like I said, they did this because Triple H was hating on Swerve getting paid. And now, like I said, with this whole situation with Oydessey Jones, it's just so much going on. So H is basically trying to save face right now. So they decided to have that match, and I told you what happened. It was the botch. Yeah, Bronson Reed was out because, like I said, he got COVID. Braun Breaker ran into Yeet Man. Talk about he gonna win that NXT. He gonna win the IC championship from him. He gonna beat his butt and all this crap. Gunther was talking crap, and Sammy came out, and I'm sitting up here saying to myself, well, this is the thing. Yeet Man was actually gunning for it, but ever since Rikishi said what he said, Yeet Man just got thrown back into the IC title picture. Yeet Man said he was going for the World Championship. Now he's going for the IC Championship. Now we said, well, let's throw Sammy in here. Sammy he ain't doing nothing, and we can just run this back from what happened at WrestleMania. So Gunther went on this whole rant about why everybody who had the IC title made it the workhorse, and he went down a bunch of names of everybody and their grandma that had it, because that's what Sammy was talking about. And he said those was the stepping stone. They get the IC championship and then they move on to the main event scene. That's exactly what happened with Gunther. Now, like I said, Gunther ain't the same dude. He got that number and he ain't really been the same cat. I don't care what these fools in the IWC tell you. He ain't the same dude. He is not. Don't let these fools in the IWC tell you he's the same cat. No, he's not. Gunther is not the same. He got the championship. He said he was going to make it prestigious. He ain't done nothing with it. I'm telling you right now. Listen to me. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Sammy came out here and basically said, I want to face you. And then Gunther walked off and laughed and said, I ain't give you no shot. And then Sammy said, well, you just saying that because you know that if I face you, I'll beat you, just like how what happened at WrestleMania. And he had a point. And then all Gunther could do was just look pissed off. That's all he was able to do. So, I'm trying to think. I believe I went through everything on this show. Yeah. And then, like I said, the main event. I don't know what the obsession is about having your champions lose and dumb that. Yeah, Dragon Lee. That's the full name, Dragon Lee. I don't know what the obsession is about having. Yeah, it was Braun Strowman, Ludwig Kaiser, and Sheamus. And Braun Strowman won. Braun Strowman is going. So more than likely, Braun Strowman won't be winning because I believe Bronson Reed will be rep. He'll be back. Pete Dunne was talking about what he gonna do on NXT, blah blah blah. Like I said, main event Damian Priest, main event Jay, Judgment Joke. I don't know why we keep doing these idiotic matches that don't lead to nothing. You just continue to showcase that Judgment Joke. Oh yeah, and see, Rhea had got her leg messed up, so she was out there on the crutches, and then she ended up chasing off Rhea and all this crap. Judgment Joke 2.0 is a joke. They are a joke because you are the champions. People are supposed to be gunning for you for your championships. They're not supposed to be beating you in non-title matches. These just showcase more and more that the titles on these shows don't mean a dang thing. They don't mean nothing. They are a piece of crap. The tag team division listen, let's call it what? The tag team division for the men, the women, for both companies. Well, AEW don't have a women's tag team division yet. But for both companies, need drastic work. Drastic. This is a terrible, terrible booking decision. Terrible. I'm not going to book my champions to be looking like jokes on national TV. But that's exactly what happened. This is what H&M continue to do week in, week out. Makes no sense. I'm like, what kind of garbage man show is this? This is the aftermath of Bash of Berlin. We on our way to Bad Blood and you book some bull jive like that. Like I said, the best thing on the show was CM Punk getting jumped. That was the best thing on the entire show. Outside of that, man, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just crap. Absolutely crap, man. Now, let's go over here to NXT. NXT, I'm going to be honest with you. NXT actually was the better Fallout show, and they actually had better wrestling. This matchup was supposed to be the main event, but beef, because they got too much beef. They pulled the draw. Shawn Michaels been watching a little bit too much AEW, and we got a doggone draw. So next week, we're going to get a doggone last man standing match, which out of nowhere turned into a number one contendership match because all Ego Page coming out here teasing this man that he ain't win the championship and all this crap, and that he had to do the count for him and all this crap. So somehow, some way, next week's match has turned into a number one contendership match. This man is winning. He will become your next number one contender for the NXT championship. Next, we got the next situation concerning who's going to be winning the number one contenders for the doggone tag team titles. We have Gallus, Hank and Tank, which is a real silly clown team, and Trey and Zachary Wentz. Now, here's the deal. I was thinking that they was probably going to get screwed by you know who. Wesley, but Wesley didn't pull up. It was the absolutely opposite. It was everybody else coming out there trying to help everybody else out. And guess what? Trey and Zach won, so they are your new number one contenders. So they ran into Axum and Nathan Frazier in the back, who absolutely don't look right with those tag team titles. The beef, that the storyline they trying to pull with Ridge Holland and Chase U is what they were supposed to be doing with doggone Nathan Frazier and Axum, because they said it like, we on one accord, like there's no beef or nothing like that, but for some reason y'all two seem like y'all not on one accord, which is true. They were supposed to break up. I don't know what the clown Shawn Michaels was thinking by having Axum and Nathan Frazier get the championships right back after they just lost them. Makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't care what a hardcore NXT head has to say. It made no sense whatsoever. None. So now look, this is where we at. So that's the matchup for next week. Our match is gonna be good. Trick ran into Pete, and then they was beating the snot out of each other. Ava said she had enough. Y'all match is getting ready to take place. Later, we're going to have y'all match because y'all can't clown. So, like I said, screw it. Your match is after this matchup. Now, I don't really give a goddamn crap about this. I told you I gave this fool a chance. He's been with this company for over a year now, and I've given him an opportunity to get over with me, and he ain't done squat. Same thing with this cat. I don't even know Aura Messiah. All I know him for is being with Lash Legend and Miss Jackson over there. That's all I know them for. And they want me to get invested in this crap? No. And Lexus King basically cheated to win. That's basically how the match ended. This storyline really, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what Shawn Michaels is trying to tell. Rosemary from doggone TNA went against Tatum Paxel. The match, it was okay. It was an okay match. After the match, Rosemary and Wendy Chu was beating the brakes off her. And then Lyra Valkyria came out of nowhere basically to help her out. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Triple H ain't doing nothing with Lyra. Lyra might as well come on back downstairs to NXT. At this point, she ain't doing nothing on the main roster. Like I gave it an opportunity, I gave him a chance, but Triple H has absolutely no clue what he's doing. Look, he don't look here. I know I be on this case about booking us. He don't have a clue what he's doing with the women. Period. I'm serious. He don't have a single clue. So, her coming out back down here to be with her so-called friend or whatever, them try to rekindle their relationship. If that's the storyline Shawn Michaels wants to tell, fine, do it. Because I really didn't give a rat's behind about this matchup. It was just thrown together because we trying to do this invasion of TNA and WWE and all this crap. Lyra, go on back downstairs because Triple H has no clue what he's doing with you. So then we get this matchup. Like I said, it became a draw. Like I said, I think Shawn Michaels has been watching a little bit too much AEW. We get draws dang every week in AEW. I told Tony Khan to quit them draws. Them draws only mean something when they need to be done. This fool Tony Khan does a draw dang every week. Shawn Michaels is watching like, haha, let's do a draw. That's exactly what happened. We got a draw. These two beat the brakes off each other, and my referee dude just counted both of them out, and they started beating the brakes off each other, so they had to be pulled off from one another. So that's how the last man standing match got made for next week. So then we get this matchup. Now, this matchup was made because he been beefing with them for a while. I've been watching this young man. Like I said, the reason why this young man came across my radar is because of that white supremacist that was talking bull jive about him. This was a decent matchup. Evans just get his feet wet against Joey Coffey. He got the victory. I'm going to say this. Oh, and he got the victory because of Cedric. Now, I looked at Cedric. Cedric looked like he put a little pounds on. He must be eating good down there in NXT doing absolutely nothing. After that, we got Adonis trying to holler at the two of the girls, and then my DJ dude from New Japan, I forgot his name, he walked up to him, and I guess they're going to be fighting, I guess. That's the storyline going on. So, backstage earlier, Oba Finney walked into Tony D's squad, basically said, we ain't done. We got some unfinished business. And so he said, all right, bet. I'm going to have Stacks go against you tonight. And that's basically what happened. Oba Finney just keeps doing his dominant reign. So if we running this back with him and Tony D, I'm just going to assume Tony D will eventually be the one to take him down. I don't know when, but he will be the one to take him down. But Obi Finley beat the brakes off him with a powerbomb. The match was over. So earlier backstage, Jada Parker was coming in, and then the wannabe Toxic Attraction was talking bull jive. And so the girl who I'm not really used to yet, Jasmine Nix, she was talking the most bull jive, and she said, "Hey, I see you out there in the ring or whatever," because they was basically clowning her because she didn't get the job done against against Roxanne on Sunday night. This was basically a good matchup. Like I said, Jasmine Nix, she got something, she has something, but this is basically carried by Parker. Miss Parker basically did what she was supposed to do. Now, the aftermath, they basically beat the brakes off of Toxic Attraction 2.0, beat the brakes off of Jada, and she didn't have no help, so she got to get some help. So backstage, you see Kalani Jordan with all the other girls talking about, all these girls are trying to put everybody on notice and all this crap. So I guess Kalani she got some open challenge next week, so I don't know who's going to be putting up to face her next week. But the Toxic Attraction girls wannabes, they're sitting up there talking about, you just holding that championship warm for us because we're going to end up beating you or whatever. So it is what it is. So Roxanne comes out there. She put over Jada. She was talking bull jive about it, but she put over. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Outside of the cooning from Booker T, because the cooning from Booker T, it just won't stop. Him and Vic sitting over there, Vic trying his best to be like Michael Cole, and Book just cooning left and right, talking about absolutely nothing. Roxanne was out there. One of the worst parts about NXT, I ain't gonna lie, man, the crowd on NXT sometime, man, I don't know. They it's like some days they be into it, and the other days they just sit there. Roxanne was going in about why she's still the champ. Nobody's going to come in here and do what she needs to do. Jada Parker, she tried. And I'm going to say this. She absolutely belongs. She said it. She belongs. So one thing, it came out of her mouth. She said, even though she slapped the taste out of my mouth, but defeat is worse. But she did put her over. I got to give Roxanne props on that. So then out of nowhere, randomly as possible, what the clown is Chelsea Green doing back downstairs? I don't get it. It made no sense. She got in there talking about she should be the number one contender. I'm like, girl, you ain't done nothing. You on the main roster being a complete afterthought because Triple H made a terrible mistake by giving who Mrs. Money in the Bank. They made a terrible mistake. Terrible. Triple H made one of the most boneheaded mistakes he ever made in his life by putting that doggone briefcase on that white supremacist girl, Tiffany Stratton. A terrible decision. Absolutely terrible. Chelsea Green should be sitting here as Mrs. Money in the Bank, not her. Terrible decision. So she coming out here rambling, talking about this and that. Enters Julia. Julia come out of nowhere. The crowd kind of made some noise. She got in there, and Chelsea Green was like, "What are you doing here?" And then she basically smacked her. Then she did the knee drop where she kicked her in the head with a knee or whatever. And then she looked at doggone Roxanne and said, "You, me, next week, CW," or whenever they pulling up on the CW. So that's when the matchup is happening. Congratulations, Miss Julia. You will be the next NXT Women's Champion. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, NXT for the better part was actually better than Monday Night Raw. It wasn't the best, but it was definitely from my taking. It was definitely better than Monday Night Raw. Raw was garbage. It was absolutely trash. It was literally a chore trying to watch Raw. Normally, Raw is actually the better show when it's between that show and SmackDown. Raw was hot garbage. Outside of the beatdown from by Drew, it was trash. And then, like I said, on this show, the Ridge Holland promo. So yeah, Ridge Holland cut a promo why he joined Chase U, and he said he was the only reason why Chase U was successful. And after that, but then he said, what's my boy name? Where is it at? Hold on. Where's my guy name? Because Andre Chase is on the doggone. He on the hospital bed right now. Let's see, do they got it? Where's my guy? Because he going against him next week. No, they don't even have my man name listed. I don't even know why they got his. I forgot the dude name. The other dude that's in the group. He enters a challenge for him next week. He basically gonna beat the brakes off of him. Chase U is an afterthought, and that's sad, man. I don't know what the beef is between Shawn Michaels and Chase U. I really don't know. But they trying to get people to be invested in this heel run from Ridge Holland. This would actually make a whole lot more sense if they were a seasoned group. If they were seasoned together. kind of like what Nathan Frazier and Axum is. Nathan Frazier and Axum, they are a seasoned group. The heel turn should have happened with one of them on Sunday night, not this. This is just, I got beef with Chase U, so I'm going to take out my beef and frustrations with them by using Ridge Holland, because I'm trying to quote-unquote push Ridge Holland. It's basically just making Chase U a bunch of afterthoughts, because that's all they are, and it's sad. Like I said, I like Chase U. I love Thea Hill. I love Andre Chase and them. Like I said, I've been a fan of them. Like, they literally got over. They one of the only groups in this company that literally got over with me, and they did it naturally. But because they keep losing 24/7, it's like, man, it's frustrating trying to watch them, because Michaels must got some inside beef, just like Triple H got beef with Chad Gable. Michaels got some inside beef with Chase U. Don't know why. I really don't know. I can't put my finger on why he has the beef. But they just keep coming out there just being jobbers. That's all they are. That's it. And it don't make no type of sense whatsoever. I'm like, come on now. Like, bro, we got to cut the bull jive out. But next week, he going against my guy. And you know it's over. My man going to beat the brakes off of him. Ridge Holland going to beat the snot out of him. And that's basically it. So that's all I got, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. Oh, I know y'all want me to talk about the doggone situation that Tony Khan done found himself in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not AEW if there's not no drama going on. Well, Kevin Kelly and the boys, formerly known as the boys, the two brothers, the twin brothers who used to be with Dalton Castle. If you're not familiar with Dalton Castle, he used to come out with them two little goofy dudes with them goofy masks on, and they used to come out there looking real stupid or whatever. They are filing a lawsuit against AEW for miscommunications, mischaracters, and all this crap. And I'm sitting up and saying to myself, I find this very interesting. We are right on the grabs of AEW All Out, and we got this doggone drama coming out of nowhere, a lawsuit. Two things I had to play. Pay-per-view week, you got to stir up some drama because it's AEW. Next, they just signed and inked a new deal. There's a lot of money involved. These clowns are just trying to get paid. That's basically what it is. So once you start hearing more information or whatever come out, these clowns are trying to get paid. Even JR said something on it. The whole deal is these fools are trying to get paid. That's basically what it is. So Tony Khan probably going to write them a check. And whenever they go to court, write them a check and go sit down somewhere. Be happy. You got your bread. Go sit down. You know. And speaking of bread, Mr. Swerve basically bought the house that him and his family used to grow up in. He cut a promo at AEW. Post that video for a reason. Because I got a weird feeling that tonight, and matter of fact, that should be the final scene at the Dynamite Goes Off tonight. This is the go-home show All Out. And what I got, the word is the steel cage match will be the final matchup. Which makes sense because Bryan versus Jack Perry is not a main event. I don't give a damn what nobody say. It's just a thrown together random match that makes absolutely no sense because Tony Khan and company did not do a good job getting us to care why it matters. That should open the show. Hangman and Swerve are going to close the show. Street fight. A steel cage match. But before Dynamite goes off, the lasting image that we should see after Swerve cut that doggone promo in front of the house with him and doggone Prince Nana, we should see Mr. Hangman vandalize that man's house, which gives more sympathy to Swerve, and you want to see Swerve beat him up for a fourth time. That's what we should see. If Tony Khan and them don't do that, I don't know, heaven help them. But that's what we should see. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's your main man, KCFL King Set for Life Wrestling Takes. Again, I apologize for the stuttering and all that, but y'all already know I'm just trying to get my points across. And also prayers go out to the young people who lost their lives out there in Georgia. It was a high school shooting. 14-year-old did a shooting just out of nowhere. But prayers up to the families of all those people that was involved in that situation. Anyway, this your main man, KCFL King Set for Life Wrestling Takes. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. If you also leave a comment, let me know what you think about everything concerning everything I mentioned. Like I said, the Oydessey Jones stuff, I ain't talking about it until we get more information on the whole situation. It's your main man, KCFL King Set for Life Wrestling Takes. I'm gone.